shake, well, shake, 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 shake. So Court of the Competition 6 is just released. And this is part of the Court of the Competition series by Shakewell, who's done a lot of amazing Baba Is You level packs. I've decided to make a playlist just for this series. These packs have like excellent theming, they actually have dialogue in a Baba pack, and just incredibly good game mechanics, and I was looking incredibly forward to every release, and now there's Court of the Competition 6. Yo. There's no way I'm accidentally early, is there? Face. We may need to add, like, name tags at least for the first time a character appears so we, you know who they are. Well, Keke is still resting at the hospital, Mi is missing, and both Baba and Judge It haven't shown up. Don't blame him, I'd be jaded after shenanigans too, right, Fofo? If the teacher doesn't show up in 15 minutes, we can leave legally. I don't even know why they're in a court this time. What event happened? Lol, what up, Trent? Trent was introduced in Court of the Competition 5, who is like some intern for these kidnappers. So, Baba, know of any new positions that pay well? I know of a judge who needs a new bailiff. Say less! Any of you seen The Boss Man? No, we haven't. I hope It and Baba are doing okay. I can understand their frustrations. Who else is gonna sign my checks then? You wanna ask one of my friends? I bet somebody knows how to sign things. Actually, if the judge isn't gonna show, why don't we just throw a rager? Yes, insane idea. No, absolutely not. That can't possibly be legal. Trent, you're the bailiff. You say something. If there's cleanup to do, that gives me another reason to get paid. Lol. Just, look, bad, be responsible just this once. We cannot do this. I'll be responsible, but we're still doing it. Hex yeah, pull up. And you wonder why Baba and it haven't shown up. Relax, we'll manage. I actually work here, so it's like, cool. Well, yeah, party time. This is the best chapter of the series, for sure. Okay, the bartender. Manning the bar seems like a rich idea, like an expensive idea, like I get paid a lot. So are we just... What's the theming? We're just finding excuses for Trent to get paid, or like we're doing random odd jobs in the court. Idle. Bartending. This ought to pay well once Big Blue sees how good I've done. Let's see, got anything back here to tell me how to mix drinks? Instead of, what is that periodic table-like thing? This is definitely parodying the amount of... There was actually an update to the other entries of Court of the Competition to make some minor changes, and one of them was making this paper puzzle not as ridiculous, and removed like some need to have the outside knowledge of Minesweeper and such. I'm just gonna wing it. What? Okay, right. There's the second level, bitters and brews. The first one was just like the intro. 1, 2, 3, 4. Order 1, old fashioned. 2, super mixed. Order 3, nothing. Black and olive. Oh my god! What? This one... Squeeze lemon to reappear. Invisible tonic? That... It's just like how the tonic is completely subjective in music theory sometimes. Corkscrew. This is the Court of the Competition theme remixed like a jazz theme or something? Oh my god. What is this thing? I guess that's the blender. Why is there a dead robot? Oh, that's just fine. Old me can move, but I want another drink, mister. Give me a corkscrew sour. Okay. Where is that? That's not even part of the list of orders or whatever. Corkscrew sour. I mean, we have a corkscrew here. That's lime, rum, vermouth. Lime, I guess. That's lime. What do you think is rum? This thing? Lime? What the frog is vermouth? Rum? Okay, this is the ingredient list. So the rum, we know what it is. Cool. This one is the rum, not the ketchup. You don't want ketchup in your beer. Wait, corkscrew is a bunch of base ingredients. Well, we don't have sour in it yet. Okay, I mean, ginger, lime. Wait, corkscrew base ingredient. Okay, that's very nice. So corkscrew has this list. Okay, wait. Then I guess vermouth must represent the other ingredients, right? That are not lime and rum. Because we got corkscrew saying it's lime, rum, and vermouth. And then here we have it on the left, but it's a lot more than that. So orange, wine, ginger, and lemon. Ginger, lemon, orange, rye. And wine. Wine is here. Okay, so I got all of them, right? Should be it. And remember that these 4 ingredients, I believe, constitute vermouth. Now, where does the sour part come into it? Friggin' super mix. That's gotta represent champagne or something. I don't even know. Just throw in the... Well, bitter isn't really the same as sour. Oh, it just died. Okay, so, like, if it sucks, it dies. Amazing. Interesting that something came back out when it didn't come out of that one. Nope, didn't work. I'll try the olive next, because I don't exactly know what sour entails here. Oh dear. Okay, fair warning, core of the competition level packs have not shied away from requiring large, multi-minute levels of paper puzzle. This pack is not different. God damn it. Okay, so do I bring those 4 as their own entity? Like, do I mix those first, maybe? I want you to enjoy the music. Oh, we did get... Yeah, okay, great. Alright, is this good? Or do I need more now? No. Okay, well... Let's get some sour in here, I don't know. Dead. Right. Damn it, let's stop reading stuff. Let's see this. Bitters. Nope. Where's my sour source? Dang it. By the way, can someone ask why there's no cranberry in any of these things? And it's like, oh, we still have the cranberry. Maybe the workers are addicted to eating cranberries as employee morale. There's something called ginger ale. I assume that's what you get just by mixing this. No? No? Okay. Ow. Where's the sour? Maybe I need to spit my own saliva into it. Let's add some gin. No. What if we added the gin at the same time as the other ingredients? Nope, dead. I mean, it's possible this blank corresponds to order 3 and we put the corkscrew sour on that one. Maybe. But that feels wrong. It feels like you just deliver it directly here. I mean, maybe we just proceed with the rest of the orders, but I don't know. Okay, so what's old-fashioned? Old-fashioned is bitters, orange, soda, sugar, whiskey. That's orange. That's bitters. This is soda, sugar. And oh yeah, this is actually whiskey, huh? Alright. I need to make room for maneuvering all this. Alright. Okay, now I sure wonder if this will, like, mark as correct. It doesn't. Alright, what's super mix? This is a little bit cursed, because we see that there's, like... Oh, what the? Maybe it needs to represent something. Oh, no. Because we don't have the information. Is there an and going? Invisible tonic, black and ginger. Okay, we... Like, the thing that's in the second part of the super mix, like, this looks like 2 connected champagne symbols. What are they encoding as something? Because, like, curacao and, like, it only differs by one ingredient. Wait, Super Mix is the same icon as what the? What? Let's account the slight pixel differences as anything. Does that mean we make the same thing as Curacao Suave and call it a day? Oh, ginger ale is on here as ginger plus sugar. Oh, and we have whiskey sour. Okay, so like there's... This is the freaking place where corkscrew sour is. Okay, lemon, sugar, and whiskey. So therefore lemon, sugar, and the corkscrew should work together to make a sour version of it. Okay. Blackened cranberry. Ah, yeah, we get new... Alright, thank you. Thank you for vomiting up this amazing note. It would be a more good meme if, like, the guy was blocking the note instead of it just appearing out of nowhere. But okay, we have more info. This is very useful. Black and something. So now, when we look at the other thing that said black and ginger, compared to that, this is black and cranberry. Now, of course, we need black and olive. That was the thing that was mentioned, but still, maybe we need olive ale now. So the thing that makes it black and blah blah blah, it's the blah 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 ale that we need. And you make blah 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 ale by mixing it with sugar. So we need olive ale. There. Now mix it with ginger, lime, and rum. Oh, right, it needs to happen all in a single phase. There we go. Wow, I hope that's appetizing. Okay, and 2 is Super Mix. So, Super Mix, because this is giving us extra info on what that red thing is as well. I mean, we know that that is black and blah, or whatever. Well, it's interesting because the first part of the Super Mix looks like a black, right? But then we have the 5. We're not the 5, we're at least the 4 big lines at the end of the Super Mix. Then that's Invisible Tonic. That must be somehow related to Invisible Tonic. Are we doing black and invisible? I guess. It's ginger, lime, rum. That's not rum. Rum. And then there's lime soda. Maybe the lime and soda is making it invisible. I'm gonna really appreciate the meme at the end where the object that we get out of it will not be visible to us. So is it possible to just make a black and? Well, it feels like we just failed to do that before. Yeah. Wait, the first parts aren't the same. Wait, this is... That's like champagne. This part of it is not black and. I'm a fool for this. But I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's champagne. This can't be champagne and champagne. Oh my god. What is that thing? Alright, just get rid of that. Is it possible to make an invisible of something on its own? It seems like it really is gone. It's also the same symbol used for ginger, so I do feel like something is, like, lost in translation here. It really is the same symbol used in the ginger, in black and ginger here. Let's just make 2 gingers or something. Nothing. Maybe ginger ale and ginger together to try to make 2 ginger. No. And I wonder if 3 being nothing is like... It's a written in an invisible tonic joke or something. We don't even know how to... We literally cannot make a tonic at the moment, but I will squeeze a lemon just in case. No. You know, another amazing reveal would be if you squeezed the lemon and then 50 invisible tonics appeared on the screen. To be fair, I have decided the grouping is like this for ginger, but it could be like that for ginger. The left side, of course, does represent some black and in some way, because black and cranberry also uses it, but every one of these has ended like the same kind of way where it ends in a single dot, which is why it's natural to think the same way of anything else, even if that might not be true. You know, let's just assume that Super Mix is Kuvi. Make some orange sugar wine. And if it doesn't work, I'm gonna whine about it. Boing. Okay, let's put it in. No. Maybe the lime could correspond to the empty space in one of these. And we maybe need 2x ginger ale. And then a lime. No. I mean, maybe they don't have any inherent, like, meaning that I need to get. Maybe that these are just, like, recipe names. Maybe those two just mean two of the crossed out entries that we don't know about. That Super Mix and Coronavirus has, like, the same icon. Is really messing with the idea that, like, these represent some sort of thing like time, duration, or ingredients that it takes to make them. You know, it's all well and good to be like, this is champagne and has this icon. And then the icon is right here, so maybe you would assume that the champagne cocktail would use that icon, but like, the icon seems so shared between them that like I'm not really sure I can make that claim at all. I'm just gonna make a champagne cocktail and a margarita. Those are like the most complex, and like, I'm gonna assume that's what Super Mix is. That's for champagne. Now we need to combine with bitters, lemon, sugar. That's a champagne cocktail. Now, margarita is Persuvi with lemon lime tequila. Did you find it weird that none of these amazing objects are vanilla Baba sprites? Alright, let's Super Mix. Oh my god, we made it! Bruh. That honestly surprised me that it even freaking worked. It really shouldn't have. I don't think there was enough to really like assume all of that, but we did it anyway. So great. How though? Okay, so I most assuredly the joke now is that 3 is like actually an invisible, but I don't know how to get a tonic. Is tonic a generic term? I'm just gonna make a champagne, then add the ingredients that constitute it being invisible. Nothing. No. Okay, even though it doesn't look like there's a solid object here, right? I mean, if it's phantom and invisible, then we don't know. So let's try to make it on its own without the tonic and see if this works out. So, squeezy and then lemon squeezy, please. God, I'm not figuring why it just throws out objects instead of deleting them. Is it... Squeeze lemon. You can't squeeze the lemon against the wall or anything. Okay, let's take a lemon and squeeze it against the sign. Maybe you'll say something. Squeeze. Ah! Quality content. See, I thought invisible was like so like obviously supernatural that it would just squeeze the lemon anywhere and then the invisible will reappear. Okay, but martini, yes. It's gin, olive, vermouth, and we already know vermouth from the beginning. First letters of ginger, orange, lemon, and wine spell glow. Not in the order I said them though. Vermouth. Let's get some olive and gin here. We should be close to done. There we go. Yeah! Alright. That was the frogging adventure on its own. I actually just spent like 10 minutes, no, probably more like 25, just sitting here. Wondering if I should bother Shake about why that worked for Super Mix. Supra Mix! Anyway, closing. Phew, that's a hearty check's worth of work right there. Hi, Jiji. What'll it be? Oh no, I'm just checking to make sure everybody's safe. Safe as can be. Okay, you're holding up. Has the rush caught up to you yet? The rush. You do realize this isn't an actual job, don't you, Trent? You mean to say I'm not getting paid for this? I wouldn't count on it. Were there party lights at the right of the screen there? Is this just for a party? Shoot, how do I keep this many people out of trouble? The Guardian. Oh, wait, I can't wait for the terrible opinion articles. Convince more children to be very annoying to everyone around them. And also swap with some vampire pluses. Also, is there some tic-tac-toe happening in the basement? Who's been playing tic-tac-toe down here? Right. Inevitably, some of them will make a fine early on here, so I better make this place nice and safe. Calm down, focus. You're in deep enough. Don't dig deeper. Don't dig deeper. Is there some sort of conspiracy in the courthouse? Tidy down. Well, I'm sure that adding a bunch of text in here did not help, Jiji. Jiji, this didn't help. Okay, some of these objects might allow partygoers to get to places they shouldn't be. Just figure out what objects allow access to the monitor, lever, and ladder. Keep them safe, you got this. Word. Oh, what is this? Is this a hint button? What is this? Weird. Or is this like an experiment button? It looks like the idea of this puzzle is like if you go all the way down here and you mess with every single possible bit of text, then like you could access some objects. And the idea is to see like if you touch a piece of text, like does it let you access this object? And this is like a table of that, yeah? Or you could just play tic-tac-toe. Okay, like I don't know, this is the way for the player to experiment. Oh, what is this though? You can only grab one? Ah, I see. I see how it is. And then you do this, and then there's like, okay, wow. Belt is still in shift. Does this count? If there's a different party goer that's coming down here, it's not gonna be Jiji. There's the word pillar over there. Lamp is safe and not open. These boxes really are blocking everything. Door can be, I mean, door's pushing shut, so you can't exactly do anything like this. And the lever, what is the lever doing? I don't see a lever as stop around here, but I clearly cannot push it many more than that. The pillar is also strange, because I don't know what the pillar is doing, because we have pillars here for some reason that imply we can get back to the starting region. I don't know why we would want to do that, but there is indeed the way to be like, oh, key is push like this, and then you can put a key to get access to the word pillar. And wait, oh, there's spikes, because Bog has spike. Wow, amazing. Bog is sinking as spike is defeat right here. There's the lamp. There's no lamps that start in this level. I guess the ladder is like here. It's in the starting zone. So what the ladder represents is, can you get rid of this pillar so that you can get back over here? I'm gonna zoom in real far. Lol. Maybe we just go one by one or something. So, like, okay, grab the is. I don't even know if there's a multi-transformation we could do, because there is key is lamp and door that we could do. We could do door is push, and then specifically do this so that we could do pillar is something. And then keep transforming. So this honestly looks like we could get pillar is... like, just transform the pillar into a lamp or something, and then we can go back and then go to the ladder. So, you know, with the format of this, you don't actually have to do all of the steps, which is fun. But is there a way to get past the door or get past the belt? I don't feel like it does. There's just no way to preserve... Whoa. Oh, damn, that's also bad. You just cannot preserve this key. Not open. If it's not open, then we can't even use it. And if it's safe and not open, yeah. And that means we can only clear one door, and that's enough at all. Alright, we're just gonna mark is the ladder. Okay, hold on. Here. Okay, now word. Now, word is orange, which is Jiji colored for some reason. This means it can act as its text counterpart. It just means there's nothing you can do with word here. Can't even use it as an extra piece of text, because there's some idea of being able to shove stuff in here to say pillar is key at the end. We just don't have enough for that. Jiji's word isn't going to happen, and there's no way to shift overlap text for that to happen. Door is word doesn't look good. Belt is word doesn't look good. What the frog? Well, it's funny, by the way, that you can do this. The spike is not a good object to have. I don't think so. Alright, let's just restart it. Try to find some words with, like, more useful meanings, yeah? So, mimic. So, door mimic key. And then everything opens, because key has the open property, and you can touch the lever. Nice flashing. But no, you can't get on the lever at all, alright? I wonder what this door is not you is about. Seems hard enough to get this U out. Oh, I could do key as you and get it to the side. Holy crap, holy frog. That means there was, well, there's not yet a belt is you. I forget whether steel can allow you to change your facing direction. Can we switch between lamp or something? I don't even know. The whole idea, by the way, is so that, what if we could make one of our U objects safe? I don't know. I don't know this is gonna be very good. Because the whole point was to try to move 2 of these upwards, and it's not really happening here. This level had a special thing where resetting it didn't reset the progress of these. But yeah, Mimic gives us at least the lever. What I also definitely want to try out is to make sure, because I friggin' missed this U like a dunce. But we need to make sure that the belt's facing direction can switch. It can. Alright, we can get to it. We can't escape from it lore-wise, like... But whatever, we can get to the monitor as well. And I guess the door is not used because this time... Well, the is stuck. I don't know. Anyway, it's very suspect that we have word and I still haven't figured out what to do with it. But okay, Spike. Spike feels really relevant because we can make Spike safe and even push. Feels relevant. Then you could do Pillars, Lamp. Anything else? I don't really think the bog is really movable, right? It's a bit, you know, we would wish to move the bog to get rid of the door, but I don't think it's possible. Let's just log the Spike as being capable here. Okay, what about door? Oh, this would be, okay, if I see why door is you would likely be there, because the door is you is way easier with the door text here. And I wonder if any of these situations are insane enough to create a pillar is you. I'm really worried about that one because there's multiple random pillars that seem to do nothing, except when it comes to opening the 3 doors, we do want more objects for that. So if we can do that with the extra pillars, that would be so cursed. What the door doing? Maybe Spike can generate keys. That kind of feels a lot more likely now that I think about that. Okay, how are we gonna make this happen? We need to be sure that we actually can do it. Spike is key, and then key is push. I'm gonna do key as you and get to the lever now. Okay, well, you can get the lever with it. Can you get the belts to work? I noticed we generate a bunch of objects, and we have a lot of objects now. We could, like, move the U, maybe. Nothing that would help us get past belts, though. One way to get past the belt is to be a stop object that's behind a thing trying to move in a belt. Not really sure that's working here. Another way is if you just shoved so many objects on this belt that you can go through it, but it feels hard to do. We need, like, 10 objects in the same column. That's actually not that impossible if you had a bunch of doors, which the is lets you do. So remember we were able to dupe objects this way. So you always need to change this. Oh my gosh. I need to do this to show it for the video. But yeah, you can post an infinite amount of doors inside the level. Well, I may have forgot to mention that in a setup like this, you need to find some way to add objects to the column as stuff is getting pushed. Oh god, this is not working. It's definitely something I've gone wrong with word and door. There's no way it's going to be 2 rows of X's, but really cannot see anything to do with them. You know, there is something that I, like, there's something I just realized that could be really cursed. We can bring text here and use some of the ones that are stuck to form a statement. So I could do door mimic key. Is that valid? Seems completely deranged, but I have enough respect for Shake to think that this would not be missed. This was tested too. So we can do like door mimic key. Alright, amazing. Well, I guess that means that this is new. Great new. Do we have it, by the way? Okay, I don't think we do. Damn it, there's either more, or the thing I am worried about is what if I did something that Shake didn't think of. This just means that I should check like this, just in case. No, okay. If there's anything I don't think that I have, or like maybe don't realize at the moment, it's probably the pillar thing that I mentioned. Wait, I can probably do, oh no. Okay, I don't really know how, but I realized that if I have both a key and a lamp, I can push this to the right over and over. Jiji's lamp. Oh my god, here. No. Right, come on. Wait, yeah, this is the way to move it. Extra is... Okay, I was waiting for this. Right, what a classic. Okay. We're almost there. Okay, so he is safe, which means the word pillar is like the most accessible it's ever been. We can do pillar is lamp. Oh, this could also get us the ladder, but we already have that. And actually, lamp is key will do it too. All right, we got it, I think. Yeah, we can. Can we mess with... No, we can't mess with the X's and O's and whatever at this point. But obviously we have the keys that we can go in and unlock the door. Okay, that was insane. I wonder if I can do this, like... with... Well, I guess there's no other is. There's the mimic, I guess. Alright, we're gonna try. So, mimic. Can this mimic get us to the ladder with the same kind of strategy? Because that would be excellent. But I like the most obscure meme is the whole if you do something that's X is X, like this door is door situation, you mimic it, it's like a transformation. But I don't know if that's really useful here. So all it's gonna do is make new doors. I could push them in the bog and it gets in the way, which does not feel like the best thing ever made. Okay, this looks terrible. But I guess we'll just shove 5 doors in there and hope that it works. It probably won't, though. We need to make sure. Okay, and without any text sacrifice, I can at least do this. This is the part where it doesn't look very good. I guess we could do mimic blah is the different object. Ow. It's not good enough. I don't know, I should probably have said earlier that I'm trying to make something like pillar is lamp, or a mimic that will effectively do that, just so that it won't be a solid object anymore. But you know, the is push is locking the situation here, because the is is stuck down here. Wait! Door mimic key- oh my god, that's right. Yeah, I got distracted going over here trying to figure out if I could do a is you, but there is a way to clear the doors. Okay, great. That, you know, you don't need to do this. Okay, please imagine that I made a bunch of doors, shoved them to break it so there's a clean path to pillar is lamp or whatever, and then you just do door mimic key to get them the hell out of there. And then with all those extra objects and extra doors, you can do pillar is lamp, you know, except without the dying part. Alright, we got it. We freaking got it. Okay. Anything else? Is word really nothing? We should check for- oh my god, word was nothing. Good job. Thank you, Shake. For the troll. Safety secured. Doesn't look like you could really fit- well, anyway. That's that done. Hopefully they can't hurt themselves now. What if someone smuggles a word into there? Did Keke, since some guard, get a wall falling on them? How did you let this happen, Jiji? You could have said no. Why didn't you? I need a moment. I need to think. You need to do guard is back. Black Keke is back. Keke feeling black is back. How could I possibly done better? There's gonna be an extra episode after that when Jiji succumbs to morality psychosis and feels the need to fix everything wrong with the world. Wait. Hold on, wait. Yeah, I don't do a freaking job, but I'm getting absolutely hammered after this. Well, unfortunately, every single quarter of the competition video after Kotsk 3 had to be a 2-parter because, I mean, we only did 2 levels. I mean, they did come with cutscenes, and they were really like 10 levels in one, but still. Maybe bye. Hey, did you know that actually, this is not a valid solution to the level? You see, you may have thought it's a valid solution because the level wins when you do this, but the creator missed something. This is literally giving insane flashbacks to the ending of Court of the Competition 4, which also involved the sort of sight-solving levels, and a player found that it wasn't actually right. We have, like, hints. If you take down one of your O's, you got the correct solution. But all of them are possible. Bruh, getting to the monitor is possible with Mimic. And it says it's not. I already won, bro. How so? Just Skullhouse the key, all doors make Mimic key. I literally got in here this way. Ping the Shake monster. Why do I even play test? So that's the frogging reason that I was stuck at Jiji this whole frogging time. Okay, so what that means is you can do this. This is valid, and you want to know why? It's because... And I only did one half of this, which is super ridiculous. Can't believe I didn't see it through. But it's this. Thankfully, you only need to do it 3 times. I think Lampin's door is also fine here. And you do... Door is push. And here's the freaking trick. Belt mimic key. Because key is open. So boing, boing, boing. There it is. Man, I'm really sad because I know with my life circumstances, as the years go by, I'm not as sharp as I used to be. Where I used to be the kind of person who would get featured for finding such solutions, and I would just miss one. I should have been able to find this during the recording. I really should have. So I'm really sad that that user beat that level basically in a much better way than I have. There's something I haven't told you. That user didn't fully solve it correctly either. Okay, it's time to turn the music back on. What do I mean? Oh, man, showing this in this video is gonna mean I'm not going to have any more comments about it, but the story is too good to not tell. So I was very disappointed with myself that I missed this. So I looked around, I thought a bunch, and guess what? There's yet another solution here. It involves Spike. Now the problem is executing this takes as long as Spike's zombie stream, and I posted it in my own server about having done this. I didn't tell the solution in public, so you can solve it yourself if you were sleep watching because Shake was sleep play testing and all that other stuff that I already memed about in the Court of the Competition 4 video. The basic idea is that you can turn the spike into a harmless object, and there's so many potentials to create spikes. So you can create an infinite amount of keys and lamps. You can then do key as you. I'm lazy. I'm just gonna watch past me do it. So key and lamp are interchangeable for this purpose. So you can use the text to wedge 2 objects here. You need to set it up properly though, which I didn't do a good job of for a while. Come on. I need to desync it like this. But then you can do key as you, and here's the part where I messed up in the recording because I should have had a key below earlier so I could push this out. But once you have a key that's in there, you can have 3 keys and push this entire key as you to the right, and then do pillar as you. And what's really good about pillar as you is the fact that pillar is stop. It's one of the stop objects, which means that you can go and just stop objects on belts don't get knocked back. So there we go. More specifically, I love how I'm explaining such a simple Baba thing because it hasn't appeared in a long time. But it's because it attempts to shift it backwards, but it's just getting shifted into a stop object that doesn't move. So it's not able to push it backwards. Anyway, this level is insane, but unfortunately, that level of difficulty was not anticipated for this level. So Shake is literally showed me a screenshot of having to do spike is spike and defeat or whatever here, which is lol. So unfortunately, the history of the level having these 2 cheese solutions is going to be lost to time unless I put it in this video. Anyway, bye every frogs, and enjoy the next part when it comes out.